Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of The Willoughbys. The Willoughbys is the latest Netflix animated original that follows four siblings who have rather terrible parents who decide in their own best interest to go ahead and get rid of them, and in the process begin to learn what it's truly like to be a real family. Now, I didn't know much about this film going into today's watch. I had seen some stills, so I was intrigued by that animation style, but I wasn't familiar with the book that it was based off of and was basically going in blind. But I have to say, what a delightfully odd little film. So, let's go ahead and talk about the positives. Well, I want to start with the animation style being my main positive. This film is beautiful. And while it is 3D animation, I love the style that they employed here. It is much in the vein of something like the Peanuts movie from Blue Sky, in which they emulate different animated styles with the 3D technology. In honesty, this movie looks like a blend of stop motion animation with 2D animation and at times actual 3D animation. But the movement of the characters is very reminiscent of a stop motion animated film, and then the flat type of drawing look on the top of their characters definitely gives off the 2D animated style. So it really was just amazing. And quite possibly the most impressive way to utilize 3D animation techniques to emulate other animation styles since the Lego movie, honestly. And what a story to tell! A really interesting, quite crazy little tale, which takes you back to some dark stories told by Dahl himself, giving off very much James and the Giant Peach style vibes. The humor worked very well for me. The script at large actually was just really great. The inventiveness behind the world building is fantastic. And our characters are all really interesting, dynamic characters that you enjoy to be around. Particularly the nanny, who is voiced by Maya Rudolph, is wonderful. And not only is the movie a lot of fun and has a lot of really funny moments, but it has a great heart to it. As we move through, the beginning obviously gives off that kind of cold vibe that, again, stories like Doll's stories tend to do. But as we move through this, you find yourself really falling in love with this very odd set of children, this nanny, all these other periphery characters. And it effectively tugs at your heartstrings and gets you to really care about everyone involved and be invested in the plight and story they're given. Plus, I have to commend the film. It gets dark, and it really does emulate those darker children's stories. You know, providing the lessons, providing the laughs, providing the effervescent look and crazy world. But it gets really quite dark. There is a lot of really sophisticated humor sewn into the script that blends well with the more childlike humorous moments, and it works. So then, what do the Willoughbys not get quite right? Well, I have to wonder what audience we're getting with this film. The animation style, the big colors, it all feels very youthful, like it would be aimed at smaller children, but it really does get dark and maybe scary and maybe traumatizing for children too young. Though, I don't know if it's going to initially entice older children into watching it, because on a surface level, it does appeal to a much younger audience. So, in honesty, I actually think this is most suited for adults. It has all of the adult humor in there. Yes, it has the big bright colors, but I think the parents are really going to enjoy themselves with this film. I do think kids will like it, but parental guidance, it gets dark. So definitely make that judgment for your own children. I also think child services is depicted way too evil. Yet again, it's another unfortunate trope, I believe, in films, period, of child protective services coming in, splitting up homes, and just being purely evil. And they had the opportunity as we move through the story to really kind of show the positives of the human services. And it's told through a child's lens, which I understand, obviously, they're going to view child protective services probably in a negative light. But it's just as a negative stereotype around an organization that, by and large, aims to keep families together. And some of our side plots and our side characters feel like a bit of a distraction. Most all of them loop back in, which is great. But I mean, some of it was a little bit even too out there for me. Everything to do with the candy factory was a little bit strange. But overall, The Willoughbys was a wonderful surprise from Netflix. They give us another really beautiful animated film that is employing techniques unlike anything we're really seeing in the mainstream animation market, with a wonderful story. It is a great oddity. It provides all the laughs and the heart that you'll need, and is a great watch for pretty much the entire family during these crazy times. Don't be afraid to sit down and actually watch this one with your kids' parents. I think you're really going to like it. So that is my review of The Willoughbys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see The Willoughbys? Or have you already watched it? If you have, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!